everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be doing another full face of first impressions because like in one of my last videos I mentioned with a full face of first impressions that I've been accumulating a lot of stuff recently, and I've just been kind of saving it up to do videos like this because I think a lot more people tend to prefer videos like this as opposed to me doing them individually. So I'm going to start off with one or two products that I have tried before. So this is like a second impression on some of these items. So I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. So I picked this up finally and I really enjoyed it the first time I used it, and now I'm going to use it a second time because I haven't had a chance to try it again, and I need like a lot of moisture today. My skin is so dry, and I don't have a new primer to try, so I thought I would just go in with this one. And then now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. So again, I used this quite recently in like a first impressions, and I did really like it. I just need something to kind of hold these down for this video because again, I haven't really done much to my brows in the past God knows how many years, and so I just kind of want something to maintain them. And this is really great because it doesn't dry down crazy. It just kind of sets them all in place for quite a while. And I think I used it a couple of days ago when I went to work, so it kind of really helps sink them in as well. So let's go on to foundation. So this is what I'm really excited about. I'm finally going to be trying the Chroma Cover foundation by BPerfect. So I've had this for like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks actually, like a week and a bit since it's come out, and I finally have a chance to try it. So I was a big fan of the first Chroma Cover, and now that they've come out with their, I think it's like an illuminating one, it's got gonna have like some kind of like shimmery aspect to it, I think. But yeah, I got the shade W1. So I actually got this off their TikTok shop because it was actually more affordable to get it on their TikTok shop as opposed to getting it on their website, and I got free shipping as well. I know that's not maybe a good incentive to help brands out, but they put it on their TikTok, so I'm not going to kind of like dispute that. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to trying this because I've been trying out a lot of like new foundations recently and they have been really good. So I'm hoping this is just as good as the original one. I know that one was like super full coverage, and this is said to be a medium coverage. So I'm hoping it's going to be somewhat buildable because someone like me, I need to have full coverage, but I will just hopefully see some kind of luminosity, which I think it says it brings. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so now I've got that on everywhere. I did use like an extra pump more just to give me a little bit more coverage. So I don't say it's as full coverage as the previous one. I know, like I mentioned, it's supposed to be like a medium to buildable coverage, and that's definitely what it is. It's still kind of not completely hidden some of my darker spots, so I do have like some on the side here and they don't completely cover them, but then this is making me look really dewy, and I think maybe during the summertime this will look really nice. At the moment I think it's a bit too like dewy for me. I'm not the biggest fan currently of like dewy foundation, but I am slowly warming up to the idea of having a dewy foundation. But yeah, this is just how it looks and it is quite nice, so I'm not gonna kind of say that it's not nice because I mean I think I still prefer the original one, but I mean maybe after a few more goes, or maybe I see how it feels with other makeup on top of it, I'll give it like a proper review, I guess. So let's go on to concealer. So I actually popped into the new Sephora store in Westfield. So I actually went after work on the day of launch because I work like 2 shops down from it, and I queued up for about 20 minutes even though the queue all day was at least like 6+ hours. And I picked up a couple of things. Have a look at my TikTok or my Instagram reel and you'll see how it looks inside and the stuff that I picked up. But I'm gonna be using 2 out of the 3 things today. So the first thing I'm going to use is my Tarte concealer, so I can finally try more Tarte products. I've only ever tried their clay blush, but I got this like years ago because my aunt had gone to America, like the Sephora in America, and she was like, do you want anything? And I said, oh, I want something from Tarte, so she picked me up a blush. But now I'm excited to try this concealer. So this is actually the mini size, and it cost me like £12, so I don't know how long it's going to last me, because they did have the larger version, but I think it was like £24, and I just want to see how it goes first. But this is not like the OG, this is the creaseless concealer, so this is like the newer version. I got the shade 20N Light, so I'm just going to put that in, of course, under my eyes and any other dark spots, so you've got a nice small doe foot, which is always really handy. So I'm just gonna put that here. I think I've chosen quite a yellowish tone, not intentionally. I mean, when I went in there, it was really busy, and me trying to get to things was not a massive struggle, but it was still a struggle, because I mean, if you haven't seen any of the videos online, you would probably see how freaking insane it was. Like I mentioned, people have been queuing for like 6+ hours, and in all honesty, I wouldn't queue for anything. I mean, the only thing I would if I was to queue for anything for that long in my life, it would have to be like the original like lineup of Led Zeppelin, like gig tickets, and that's never going to happen in a million years, because one of them is no longer alive. So I mean, I would never queue like that long for anything, like wasting my day. And in all honesty, because Sephora has just opened, I know a lot of people are going there for the hype and going there for, well, a lot of people went there for the goodie bags, even though the goodie bags, there was like, I think there was only like 300, and I think there must have been like 3,000 people or something just trying to get there first thing in the morning. But anyway, talking about the concept, but if you go to the Sephora store, let me know what you think, because a lot of people are giving it really mixed like reviews. I find it so strange, because everyone's like, oh, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. And you know, if people are looking for rare beauty, go to Space NK, which is literally downstairs in Westfield, because they've had it there since Space NK has like reopened in that section of Westfield. So if you're looking for rare, just go like downstairs. And I saw some people on TikTok saying, oh, it doesn't have NARS, it doesn't have this. I'm like, but these brands have been ready available for years. And Sephora, I mean, a lot of times now they're like just gonna have stuff that has not really been available in the UK, like Tarte and their own collection, and I don't know, like Makeup Forever, like ready available. So people are just, I don't know, any excuse to complain. But anyway, this is looking quite nice at the moment. I mean, it, again, hasn't creased yet. Obviously it's a creaseless concealer, so I will see how it goes. But I'm going on to blush now, and I'm very excited because I've had this for ages, and again, I haven't tried it. It's the new Charlotte Tilbury matte blush beauty one. So I've mentioned this so many times, I do have an affiliate code with them if you want to use it, but I actually got this at my job, and I got a much bigger like personal discount, so that's where I got it from. But I've just been really excited to try this, because obviously I love blush. I've been really liking the other blush that they came out with, like the original blush, and I got the shade, is it Dream Pop? And I know that this is like the deepest tone, but I like my blushes to be a bit here and there, sometimes like a bit different. So that's why I'm really excited to kind of try it. So I'm just gonna squeeze it and see how long it takes for it to, oh, it came through straight away. So I'm just gonna tap it on like the tops of my cheeks, and people have been saying you don't need too much. So I'm just gonna like tap and tap, but I'm just a big fan of blushes anyway, so I tend to use quite a lot. But I'm just gonna go in with small and then just like build it up. All right, that is looking very glowy, and I do like that a lot. I'm just gonna like turn this like on off, because I don't want it to like squeeze out anymore. But I mean, as much as I've said like how much I like these, they're still like £30. It is a bit expensive, but I mean, if you do want to try it, you can always use my code, or obviously if you want to just buy it, then go for it. I mean, I do like it. It's obviously a matte one, so it's going to take a moment to like dry down, but if I look crazy, it's because I always like wearing so much blush anyway. So I'm just going to go in with my setting powder. So this is, I've tried this before anyway, but this is the Essence Bright Up Banana Powder. So I'm just going to use this everywhere now, because I don't have any other cream products. So now we're going into highlighter. So I've actually used this before, but this is the Essence Gimme Glow Luminous Highlighter. So I got this, I mean, I uploaded my full face of Essence, and this was actually part of like the review, and I liked it. I didn't think it was like as amazing as like the highlighter by Essence, but it's still quite nice, and it gives me a nice glow. It is pretty much what, it's just like £2.50, which is very affordable, but yeah, the quality is not as great as the actual like the highlighter, so that's okay. I'm just going to keep it like this. So I'm actually going to go on to the eyes now, but before I tell you what I got, I'm going to use my Urban Decay primer and then we'll get on the eyes. Okay, so now we're going into the eyeshadow, and I have the brand new Vieve Soul Shadow. So I saw this all over like her social media and everything like that, and I actually picked this up from her website, and because I've never purchased anything from her website before, I got like a 10% discount code, so that was really handy. But I got the shades Lure, so this is what the actual outside casing looks like. This is the back of it, which tells you the name of the shadows, and I picked up, of course, like the kind of like peachier pinky tones, because I thought out of all the kind of, I think there's like 4 palettes that they came out with, I think this one kind of appealed to me the most. So I'm actually really excited to try this, and you know what, these are not very affordable. This was like £24, I believe, and even then like the shipping was like a £5. So then I got 10% off, and it came to like £30 something, which I guess is okay. But again, for like an independent brand, I think, I mean, I've tried one of her other eyeshadow palettes before, which I did like a lot and I do use on a regular basis, but again, I think it's just, for me, a bit too pricey. So I'm going to use all 4 shadows today because it's just so simple to use. So I'm going to go in with this shade, which is called Obsess, yeah. I'm going to take that all over the lid with one of my BPerfect brushes, and we're just going to get going. Okay, I like that shade a lot, that's pretty cute. So now I'm going to go in with a kind of another fluffier brush, but I'm going to go with the one below this, which is called Strip, and I'm just going to take that kind of just below some of that as well, because the shades are not completely different. There's a slight deeper tone to this one, so I'm just going to put that on the kind of bottom part of the lid. Okay, so that's looking really nice. So I'm now going to go in with this corner shade, which is called Rendezvous, and I'm just going to make it a wing because I just want to bring that out slightly. So I'm just going to take it like the tiniest amount and just wing it out. I say the tiniest amount and it's really pigmented, so that's really good. Okay, great. So now I'm going to go in with the shimmer now, which is called Tease. So I'm just going to get this kind of in the middle part, or like the kind of front part, not like a halo eye, but like here. That is very nice. That's pigmented, so I like that. There's barely any fallout with this shadow as well, which is what I like. I mean, there's a tiny amount, but I think it's just standard whenever you would put a brush into like a pan and it would just explode slightly. That's just natural, I think. Okay, I like that palette a lot. It's really nice. It's nice kind of like everyday kind of palette. So it's like, it's 4 shades, so you can never really go wrong with like just using 4 shades. So I'm just going to go in with my liner. So this is the Wing Woman by Beauty Crop. So I mentioned this wasn't my favorite kind of liner because it just drags, and it is actually quite painful to use this one. So I mean, I'm not going to throw it away because it's still quite new in my collection, but I just want to do a small wing. Right, so I kind of messed that up, but you know what, that liner is just really annoying. So now I have like to finish the lips. I have a new pencil by Melt. This is not new by any means, but I got it from Beauty Bay and it was on sale, and this is in the shade Cinder. So this is not actually going to match my lipstick at all, but I wanted to put it on just as a liner and just to see what the formula is like. So yeah, let's see how this goes. All right, that's really nice. It's just kind of like a orange slight terracotta shade, which is not too bad. So finishing on the lips. So like I said, this is not going to match, but it's just a, a good base starting line. So this is the lip blush by Sephora. So this is their soft matte lip color, and is this in the shade of anything? I think it's just red. It's just a red. It's like 04. So I picked this up in their kind of stand, and I was kind of in a rush because there was just so many people around me, but I picked this up and I kind of had a quick look, and I like how mattifying this feels. So I'm hoping this is going to be like a matte lipstick. I kind of feel like it's going to be like a mousse kind of look, because I kind of looked at it before I started filming. But this is the doe foot, so let's see how this looks. I'm not a fan of the smell. It's not very appealing. Okay, that's nice. I mean, it's very lightweight, so that's kind of good for a lipstick. I don't know how well it's gonna dry down. I'm gonna film another video after this with my makeup on, so I will see how it looks. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the smell. It just smells like paint, and it's just a little bit yeah, if you don't really like that smell, it kind of like gets in your senses and it's not that nice. But it is nice. I mean, it kind of feels like it might transfer if I like drink something straight away. But anyway, this is my finished look. Let me know what you guys think. I do really like everything, in all honesty. When I'm talking about the foundation, I'm starting to see some separation on my top lip. That's an issue that I've had for a very long time, so I specifically don't think it's just the foundation. I think because it's quite warm in this room, and if I open my window, it's going to be noisy, and I don't want like any background noise. The blush, very, very nice. The eyeshadow palette again is very nice as well. It is very pigmented. I think for the price point, you can always find something a lot more affordable, but if you like Jamie and you like her brand, then it's definitely a good palette to try. The concealer is nice. I mean, again, the color is probably my own fault because it's obviously I was in a rush to get it, but it is quite a yellow tone, but I think I can maybe make it work somehow. But yeah, let me know if you've been to the new Sephora store. Let me know if you're planning on going, and if you've picked up anything new recently, what you've been enjoying. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.